Hello everyone, welcome to Rania Crochet Guide. Today we are going to work on this beautiful hat. This is a hat with a puff stitch. This is a very beautiful parrot hat. You can add a pom-pom on the top as well. And this hat is worked from down to top. First we will start making the ribbing and then we will make the top part. And I have used red heart in multicolor to make this hat, and you will need 4 mm crochet hook. So this is the right side of the hat and this is the wrong side. I have used front post and back post along with the puff stitch to make this hat, and we have used single crochet in the back loop to make the ribbing for this hat. So let's start working on this hat. This hat is for basically 1 to 4-year-old. This will fit to 1 to 4-year-old kid. So let's start working on this hat. To make this hat I am going to use red color yarn. I'm going to use a solid color yarn, so it will be easier to see the stitch with the solid color. And I am going to use DK weight yarn with the 4 mm crochet hook. I am using 100% acrylic yarn. You can use any kind of yarn that you have. So let's start. We will start by making a slip stitch and then make chain of 10 stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. Now we will make one more chain and now start very fast round. Now we will make one single crochet in the second chain from hook. This is the first chain and now this is the second chain, and we will make one single crochet in the second chain from hook. In the same way, keep making one single crochet in each stitch across. There should be a total of 10 single crochets. Keep making one single crochet in each stitch across. So our first row is complete. Now chain 1 and from second round we have to work in the back loop only. So this is our first stitch. In the first stitch there are 2 loops, front loop and back loop. So we will go in the back loop only and make a single crochet. In the same way, go in the next stitch, back loop only and make a single crochet. Keep making one single crochet in every stitch and you have to work in the back loop only. And you should have 10 single crochets. Keep working one single crochet in each stitch across in the back loop only. And you should have 10 single crochets. Now chain 1 and repeat round 2 for the next 58 rows. You have to make total of 60 rows for the ribbing. We already made 2 rows and now you have to work for 58 more rows. Keep working one single crochet in each stitch in back loop only for 58 more rows. I have completed my ribbing. I have made 60 rows, and when you measure with the inch tape, it should be 13 inch, around 13 inch. Yeah. So my ribbing is about 13 inch. And if you are making for larger size, for a woman size, then you have to make these ribbing for about 17 to 18 inch long. Now for 1 to 4 year old it is 13 inch, and for the woman size you have to make this ribbon 17 to 18 inch long. So you have to keep adding more rows until you get 17 to 18 inch. So now what we have to do, we are not going to close the ribbing, and chain 1 and make 1 single crochet on the top of each row. Just like I put first single crochet in the first row. This is the next row, and I'm going to place 1 single crochet here, and then this is the third row, and I'm going to place third single crochet. Then the fourth row we will place fourth single crochet, and then on the fifth row we will place fifth single crochet, and in the same way keep going, keep making 1 single crochet on the top of each row, and by the end you should have 60 single crochets. So keep making 1 single crochet on the top of each row, and you should have total of 60 single crochet. I have completed my 60 single crochets, and if you are making this for an adult size or for a woman size, you have to keep doing 1 single crochet on the top of each row. You may have more number of stitches, but you have to do the same thing. Just keep making 1 single crochet on the top of each row. And for the 1 to 4 year old you should have 60. Now we will make chain 3 and start the next row. Turn your work over. We are not going to sew this together. Once the hat is done, then we will sew. Now in the very first stitch, for first single crochet, we are going to make a puff stitch. To make a puff stitch, wrap the yarn on the hook, go in the very first single crochet, pull a loop up high, wrap the yarn on the hook again, go in the same stitch, pull a loop up high, wrap the yarn on the hook again, third time, go in the stitch, pull a loop up high, wrap the yarn on the hook again, go in the stitch, pull a loop up high. You have to do it 4 times. Now wrap the yarn on the hook and pull through all those loops, and then make a chain 1 to secure it. So that's our puff stitch. Now we will make one more puff stitch in the same stitch, in the same single crochet. So wrap the yarn on the hook, go in the same space, pull a loop up high, yarn over, go in the same stitch, pull a loop up high, yarn over, go in the same stitch, pull a loop up high. Then now last time, 4th time, wrap the yarn on the hook, go in the stitch, pull a loop up high, and now yarn over and pull through all the loops. So now we will make a chain 1 to secure it, and then make 1 double crochet in the next stitch. In the same way, keep making 1 double crochet in the next stitch. You have to make 1 double crochet in next 4 stitches. So we already done 2. This is 3rd and this is 4th. So puff stitch, chain 1 and puff stitch in the same stitch, then 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches, and then we will make one more puff stitch flower like this in the next stitch. So yarn over, go in next stitch, pull a loop up high, yarn over, go in the stitch, pull a loop up high, yarn over, go in the stitch, pull a loop up high, yarn over, go in the stitch, pull a loop up high 4 times, yarn over and pull through all the loops from the hook, chain 1, and then make the same puff stitch in the same stitch again. Wrap the yarn and go in the loop in the stitch to bring the loop 4 times. Chain 1 to secure it, and then 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. You have to make a puff stitch flower, puff stitch, chain 1 and puff stitch, and then 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches, and then puff in the next, and then 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches. So keep following this pattern along the row for the rest of the row, and we will be ending by 4 double crochets. I have completed my row, and now we will start working on the next row. Row number 2, chain 3 to start the round, and then we will make 1 front post double crochet in the first double crochet. Yarn over, go from the behind of the stitch to forward under the, you have to take your hook under that crochet, double crochet, and then bring a loop and then make a double crochet. We are working in the base of the stitch, front post double crochets in all those double crochets. So we have done 1 front post double crochet in the 4 double crochets, and now we will make a puff stitch flower in the center of puff, where chain 1 space is here in the center. One puff stitch, chain 1, and then 1 more puff stitch in the same space. And then 1 front post double crochet in the next 4 double crochets. And puff stitch flower in the center of puff. Chain 1, in the same way keep doing 1 front post double crochet in next 4 double crochets, and then puff stitch flower in the chain 1 space or in the center of puff stitches, of those puff stitches in the center. Here this is chain space, so here you will make this flower again and again, and in the double crochet you will make front post double crochet. So complete this row. Now our round 2 is complete, and now we'll start working on row number 3. To start the row we will make a chain of 3 and then turn your work over. Now wrap the yarn on the hook and make a puff stitch in the center of puff or chain 1 space here between the 2 puff stitches. And chain 1. Now make 1 more puff stitch in the same space. Chain 1, and now for this row we have to work in the back post double crochets. To make a back post, yarn over. This is the first double crochet and we have to work in this, and we will take our hook from back to forward like that. Then we will cover that stitch, first double crochet, and then we will go, I will take our hook back from the next space like that. Here you can see from back, yarn over and pull your hook back. That's how you make back post. Now yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through next 2 loops, and that's how you make back post double crochet. Again, yarn over, take your hook from the back of the stitch to forward, cover that stitch, take it again to the back from the next space, yarn over and pull through. Now you have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through next 2 loops. That's back post. So in the same way, keep making back post double crochets. We are going to do the same thing. We made it. Now we'll make the same thing as we are doing before with the puff stitch. Chain 1 and one more puff stitch in the same space. Chain 1 and then do the same thing, make back post double crochet in all of these stitches. And now you have to repeat round number 2 and 3 for 8 more rounds. So continue working. For one row you will work in the front post, and for the next row you have to work in the back post. So repeat round 2 and 3 for the repeat round 2 and 3 for 8 more rows. I have completed my rows, and now we will start decreasing from this round. Chain 3 to start the round. 1, 2 and 3, and now we will make puff flower. Make a puff stitch. Chain 1 and then one more puff stitch in the same space. Chain 1, and then from this round we will make one back post double crochet in this stitch, and then we will make a decreased double crochet in next 2 stitches. So to make a decreased double crochet, yarn over, go in the next stitch. On the top of the stitch we will work. So go on the top of the stitch, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, then yarn over and go to the next stitch on top of stitch. Now for the next row, chain 3, and then make front post double crochet in all 3 stitches. We will consider these two as a one stitch as we decrease this. So we will take our hook under these two and make a front post double crochet, and then front post in the third one as well. Now do the same thing in the puff stitch. Make puff stitch and chain 1 space of the puff, chain 1 and make one more puff stitch in the same space, chain 1 and then make a front post double crochet in next stitch, and then make a front post double crochet in these two, as we have decreased them to one stitch. So we have to take our hook under those two and then make a front post. Again I show you, take your hook under these two and make a front post double crochet, and then make a front double crochet in next stitch as well. So in the same way continue this round, making puff flower on the chain one space and then 3 front post double crochets. So continue for the row. Now chain 3 to start the next round, and make puff stitch in the chain one space, chain 1 and make one more puff in the same space. Chain 1 and then make a decrease stitch on the top of first two. Yarn over, go on the top of stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go the next stitch, bring a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through next 3 loops. Now yarn over and make a back post double crochet in next stitch. Now make the same thing, puff stitch, chain 1 and puff stitch in the chain 1 space of puff stitch, in between puff stitches, 2 puff stitches. Chain 1 and then decrease in first 2 stitches, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, go in the next stitch, pull a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through next 3, and then make a back post double crochet in next stitch. Now make a puff stitch in next stitch and do the same thing we done before. Make a decrease stitch in first 2 stitches and then back post in next stitch in the third stitch. So repeat this for the rest of the row. And now this is the last row for the decreases. So on chain 3 to start the row and then make a decrease stitch on the 2 stitches. Then do the same thing, make a puff stitch, chain 1 and one more puff in the same space. Now for the next 2 stitches we will make a decrease stitch and then in the same way continue for the rest of the round. And once this round is complete, for the next round only you have to do is that you will skip this stitch, these stitches that are double crochet in between, and you will make only this puff stitch on the top of puff stitch. So continue over this row like this, make a decrease stitch on the top of 2 double crochets, and then for the next row you are skipping double crochet, you are only working on the puff stitch row. So keep working like this and I'll see you at the end. Now I have completed my head, and for the last row, as I told you, I have made only puff stitches I have skipped all those double crochet stitches, and this back post stitches side we are going to make this right side, and this front post side is the wrong side. Now we have to sew it, and for sewing we need to fold our head like that, wrong side out, and then we have to sew it from top to down towards ribbing, and we have to start sewing from that point. Continue sewing with a yarn needle or a crochet hook, whatever you find it easy with, and sew it until the end of ribbing. Here I'm going to use crochet hook, make single crochets, I'm going to make one single crochet joining each row together on both sides. If you find it difficult with the crochet hook, you can use yarn needle as well. In the same way, continue doing and keep making stitches. Continue doing until you finish at the end of ribbing. Here, as sewing on the side is done, here this is where I made stitching. You can't see the seam, but this is the point where I made stitching. And now we have to sew on the top. You will need a yarn needle for sewing the top. You can join the yarn at any point on the top, here on the top line, and then take your yarn inside the puff stitch. Leave a tail for sewing, and then I am taking my yarn inside one puff stitch and then take it out from the next puff stitch. In the same way, I go inside the one puff stitch and then take it out from the other puff stitch. Keep doing. And here is my first stitch where I have started my row, and I will take it out from that stitch, very first stitch. And now we are going to pull the both end, and that's how we will close the hole. Now if by pulling the hole is not completely sewn, you can make a few stitches to keep it together. Make a knot first to secure it, and then if you are not satisfied with that hole is not closed properly, then you can make a few stitches with the yarn needle to secure the hole. You can do it from the wrong side or from the right side, doesn't matter. And now you finish off the loose ends. So this is our heart from top. This is not finished yet. I have to weave the ends, but this is how it looks like, and I'll show you the finished one. So this is the head I finished. The exact head I show you in red color I made just in front of you. So this one I made in multicolor. This is the same pattern. Once the sewing is done, you can shape it just in the same way. It will look like that. So this was the hat we worked on today. I hope you like the pattern, and please like my video and share my video with your friends and subscribe me for more videos. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Enjoy.